When I said very shortly on the last one, I meant very shortly, like right now. Yeah. Sometimes when you get going, get on a roll, it's easier to just hit stop on one recording and begin the next. That's just how it is. I want to play a custom tape, but I don't remember if any of these are on copyright. These are base game tapes, which are fine. Kinda. Gotta find one that. Oh, hold on. Give me my boombox back. Oh. Okay, we're not children. We need decent music. Heart of a Warrior single, Roller Coaster EP, Time to Rise album. I guess we can try them, huh? Okay, Nightwish. Are we? Uh-huh. Yes. I do quite literally have toolboxes with nothing in them, so I'm gonna... Yes. Fill my toolboxes with crap. Because I can't. That one's for tapes, obviously. Okay. Tape 1. That's the red one. 2, 3. Some of these I know are going to be copyrights. It's kind of a bummer. And while I don't really care about monetization, I don't want my channel struck. I don't want my channel taken down. So, but that's not the problem for now. Okay, so we know we've got some trains here. There's 2 car trains here. Both of them are great. But we've got our got our locomotive here that I want to put some fuel in. We got 2 loads of our demonstrator parts as well. So we'll come back over here, but we're gonna sneak this over to the fuel island for a minute. Never mind. Wait a minute. We're going to goods factory. We don't have to do that. There's coal there. Oh, but if I'm gonna roll through oil refinery and food factory, which I said I wanted to do to see if there was extra stuff there, you might need to call in some extra power for that. Which we don't have much at our disposal. We got a freaking 060. This thing ain't gonna do shit. 17 tons, at least it's not heavy. Less than that. Wow. 10,650. All right. I've not checked the oil. Better do that. What, the beginning of that again? Oh, it's song 1. Was this the only song? Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I honestly don't know Which of these is going to be... I think 7 we've already listened to. But screw it, we'll do it again. Yeah. I know this one's not copyright struck. Good old black metal. No one cares about copyrights with black metal. Actually, what do they call it? They call it something specific. Doll metal or... This band was from a village called Soknadal in Norway. And this creator, Valfar, wrote and produced all this himself, literally on a crappy old console computer in like the 1990s, end of the 90s. One line at a time. One instrument at a time, even. That's interior. That's the extra forward lights. And that's the headlight. Okay. Hey, and a whistle that doesn't suck. Alright, 844 or 484. It's the middle of the night in this little town, so I'm not gonna blow my whistle all the time and wake everyone up, because I'm not rude. And we'll be back for them, don't you worry. Cylinder cocks right there. There we go. Nailed it. I knew what I was doing. Oh, my dangerous shovel there. A good shovel there. Oh. Realistically, this is how you would drive this, is in here and then leaning out, and then the only time you'd look through the window, because a lot of these European locomotives, they don't have a seat here, so you would, and I know us Americans are the ones that are bad about seats now, like we don't even give our workers freaking places to sit, but like you'd realistically want to stand here. Yeah, you could lean out the window, but to be able to reach all the controls easily, you'd want to be there between the automatic and the cutoff. All right. Can we go in reverse? Thank you. I should have charged the cylinders a little bit there before. It's okay. This prevents you from rolling back. Kind of like adding a little bit of throttle before you let the clutch out in a manual transmission car. Same sort of idea. Okay, so we want to go there, and I want to go there. That'll put us on the fuel track. We could go service this too. I don't know what level. No, that's the last place it was in the service house and food factory. So we don't need any servicing. We'll leave these cylinder cocks open for a while. We'll just let that push any junk out of the cylinders. Now it would be hilarious for me to put our refurbished 060 behind us, but the amount of pain in the ass of running that, even with the automatic fireman. Here, we're gonna grab coal first. It's too great to bear. I don't want to deal with that. I love that. I love this song, but it's really loud. Okay, right in here somewhere. Ooh. Come on, babe. Roll. Oh, it's too much. Oh, come on. All right, there we go.
I don't know about Bosco. Bosco. Ready?
All right. That's too much. Now we'll be able to slow it down. Okay, right about where the placard is, where the line alignment for the water is. You ever wanna... Oh, I went too far. What's behind it? I still went too far. Ah. It is about there, but I went too far anyway. Doing this with cylinder cocks open is easier because then you can hear the steam start to enter the steam chest and the cylinders. Misaligned, but you can adjust it with the wheel there. Get right on. That was less water than I thought we needed. I probably grabbed some when we were at the food factory, and that's just for moving around. But we're gonna probably use that much more moving around here. That's okay. We'll get water underway. I just wanted to make sure we full of coal and stuff. I don't remember how much coal I bought. 2,800 out of 10,000. All right. About 30%, 28%. That'll make a big difference. What was the water? 5,000 from 30,000. Again, that's not insignificant. It's 12.5%, a sixth. No, 12.5 is an eighth. I don't remember what a sixth is, but a bunch. 15 and change. All right, so we'll roll back down to there. I will charge the cylinders before I reverse this time because I don't want to roll back or forward. You don't want to roll downhill when you're on a hill start. I'll show you that process. Roll past our switch here. Keep an eye on it. Get stopped. Okay, swap. Switch over. Good to go. So we're gonna roll our reverser where we want it, which is all the way back right now. We're gonna charge the chest. So we don't need any more than 9 bar. That's gonna be plenty to move. We'll open the throttle until we get to 9 bar. Nope, we're gonna shut the cylinder cocks. Well, that's too much, but that'll be okay. It shouldn't slip. If you're worried about slipping, throw the sander open and let your independent out. So I haven't added any more throttle. That's just what it was doing from what was charged. Same process as if you've already got a train on. If you got a train on you, build your chest first. and then let your brakes out. If there's condensation in your cylinders, who cares? Like, get your train moving and then crack them open to keep from blowing a cylinder head. But like, get the dang thing wanting to, as long as it wants to move. That's the big thing. You don't have to go a full revolution or anything. You can be like, okay, it's gonna move, now I'm opening my cylinder cocks. As soon as you know it's gonna move, like, throttle on the ceiling, bar in the corner, all the sand, no brakes, cylinder cocks open. Yeah, just let it eat. Okay, so we're gonna go get the rail bus and the flat car. That's right. Cool. I don't hear any condensation, so I wasn't worried about the cylinder cocks, but in case where you were worried about that, so we'll grab our rail vehicles here, and then we'll go grab this longer cut of cars and the short cut of cars. A little counterintuitive, but actually maybe we'll grab the short one first, then the long one, then the caboose, and we'll get on our way. I miss this locomotive. I like all the locomotives, but this one's special for me. It's just good. I want to bump it a little bit so we run into the... There we go. I'm actually going to let those stop us. We stay compressed here on the coupler. Yes, I know I didn't air that up. There we go. Into the handbrake. We gotta jump in here. It'll be cut out, but I still have to undo the handbrake. Oh, we don't need anything else in here. The power of that's not gonna matter, and it's a pain in the ass to operate anyway. Okay, cut in the air. Make sure we've got continuity. So we're gonna run back to the back in here. And okay, that sounds like continuity to me. All right. Yeah, so that shortcut is going to Harbor, if I'm not mistaken. But it's still like 30 grand plus a bonus. And then the longer cut is going to the goods factory. So we'll take this left here, up there, go through Oil Refinery. Up there, right there. We'll do the run through at the Oil Refinery. We'll see if there's anything to pick up there. I know, that was way too much. We stopped fast, didn't we? And we bottled some pressure in that chest. Buddy. All right, I know I left my headlight in forward position this time, because you can't see anything over the rail bus anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go that way and that way, and the next time we're going that way and that way, and then after all of that, I don't know what keeps happening to my red lanterns, and I don't want to keep buying them if they're gonna keep despawning. It seems a little, you know, silly. Okay, let me kneel, please. Thank you. Oh. That's a pretty good song, but my favorite song, actually my second favorite song, coming up. Two of my very favorite songs in the whole world are on this album, which says a lot, because I got a lot of songs I really like. There's a lot of really incredible musicians in the world. Why do you like black music? Or blacks? I do love black music, actually. Why do you like black metal? Well, because there's nothing like it anywhere else. I like many other types of metal and many other types of music as well. This just happens to be DRM free. Actually, there is copyright on it. They just don't mind if you use it on YouTube, which is very chill of them. True love. Okay, so we got this one. We're gonna go grab that one. Sorry if we spend the whole episode switching. I don't think we will. I think we'll get underway here. I may end up just warping the caboose to the back of that train, just to save us some time. All right. Remember, it's 4 strokes per revolution. So 4 exhausts. Alright. So if you want to count exhaust pulses for your cylinder cocks, count to like 12, 16, or 20. And you'll be damn sure your cylinders are going to be clean. Well, they have audio cues on the game. In real life, you can just see the freaking composition of the stuff coming out. You can see water coming out. Oh, there's an audio difference. You can tell whether there's condensation in there or not. Really, there is a sloshing noise in real life, but man, you gotta be. You're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna hear it over the sound of the rest of the locomotive. These things are so loud, just sitting still. The dynamo, honestly, is just crazy screaming loud. That thing running. The throttle being open is a lot louder than people might understand. Got a big old burn. The fire in an oil burner. Just the noise of the fire is crazy. And the burner, I mean, just imagine a propane burner, but it's huge and it's not burning propane, it's burning something much more calorically dense. Kind of like that. And then imagine your propane burner on full blast, and then that's idle for an oil burner, and not a big one. All right, please don't hit that fast. 5 kilometers an hour. We can pinch that down just a little bit. 4 is good. Will do. 1, 2, 3 cars with the first cut. Here's the second cut. Oh no, it's bouncing, but it's gonna slow down because there's a brake on it. Here we go. Just look at that. All right. I am literally just gonna call the caboose over to this because we've got a show to run and I can't be bothered. All right. That looks pretty rad. All right, let's go get some job forms. Get them rolling. All right. Well, that's the one on the front. It's on the back. We'll see you later, okay? Probably not you, though. There'll be another. That's okay. Okay, handbrakes will shut off. I was gonna say handbrakes are off on the. I remember shutting it off on the boost on the front cut of cars, but I didn't remember the second cut of cars. I will check the front cut of cars really quickly because now I'm paranoid. Being paranoid doesn't mean you're wrong. Maybe unnecessary, but it doesn't mean you're wrong. All right. Let's get the heck out of here. See how far we get. Oh, that's what that looks like. Hey, oh, brakes. Huh? Hang on. Why are my brakes applied fully? I have no air. This is cut out. That doesn't matter. Still trying to pull through it. 1, 2, 3. That's aired up. Oh. No. That's good. Are we just not built? Did we not build enough air? Oh, something's messing with us. Well. Huh. So I'm gonna walk down the train yanking these freaking things for a while while I figure out what the heck's going on. Oh, and I forgot where they are on the car haulers. Which I did. There they are. Okay, that's convenient. On one side of the train. Oh. You know? All right. I'm going to go use the lavatory real quick while this builds air. It's fine. We'll be fine, y'all. Just a second. Oh, you're all thinking. Maybe. Why don't you edit that part out, Slash? Well, it wouldn't be very realistic of a realistic save if I didn't show you, you know, how long it takes to build air on a train. And yeah, I've used the opportunity to use the restroom, but now we're gonna go because we can. And I'm gonna stop letting the AI fire this because I think I can do a better job. Your fire, why is your fire so big, bud? Holy crap. Full of water, fire's huge. Okay, makes me scared. Got everybody? Looks like we got everybody. All right. But his headlights are bright. Turn them down just a little bit. Told you that fire was too big. I'll start pulling hard on it. Because we can, because we have the fire for it. Might as well. I don't remember what that speed on that curve is, but I think it's 50. I'll make sure not to hit that going too fast. He's on a little here. Well, it's not enough to slow us down unless we're on level ground. Here. I don't know why I keep looking out for demonstrators as if they're not all in this shed. It's so funny. Look back at the real bus and the utility flat car there. That would be a bad place to put those if they were real, by the way. The screen lighting would be real terrible. All right, 61. So we're gonna squeeze on just a little bit more air. See if we can entice it to slow down. Temperature on the brakes is good. We just started down the hill, so it's not a big problem. Oh, we hear spicy sound a little. He's on some more, but thankfully the curve is biting us down a little bit as well. I'm gonna start introducing some more throttle back to the equation. Water's still running, but I've got the damper all the way shut. Still got the same fire that we left with. Oh, it's burned down quite a bit. Okay, that's good for that speed. I don't want to go over 60 for this section, so try to manage it here. Try to manage our pressure, water, and all that usual stuff. This downhill here, so keep an eye on your speed. Again, it levels out after this 8 symbol here, 8 sign. This is my favorite song. I'm gonna leave that damper wide open now. Still got 1 notch of water. Right at 60. Wait till that reservoir's recharged to put the brake handle back in lap. It's probably fine now. If you put your handle back in lap, you want to watch your pipe pressure, make sure that doesn't go down. All right, now we're on a grade, a little bitty one. What do we got for tonnage? 535. Wait, 540. All right, so there's. Let's bring the bar up to, or the pressure in the chest up to 9 bar or so. Let's see if we can climb with that here. If you can't climb at 9 bar, you need to bring your cutoff forward. There we go. All right. Put that back down. Now the fire's actually burnt on the coal we put in there. Alright, come on. I apologize for adding too much coal, sweetheart. Holy crap, this... You think I was in that 484 with all the issues I'm having. We'll get it under control. We'll be okay. There, I want right there. I want the chest right there. Come on. Maybe that. Maybe that's what I want. Oh, now I got too much water. Not enough bar, or not enough damper. Yes, not enough bar as in not enough boiler pressure. Shut that water off. One more shovelful on there now. See how far that's burned down and still blowing off the safety. When you try to run your fire as thin as you can and the damper as open as you can, your fire is going to look a lot more like that and not black. Black fire smoke is not great. It's just wasting fuel. Roll that forward. Shut almost all the way off. Shut all the way off if you feel like you need to, so you know where you are. I did kind of want to stop here. I'm not super enthused with it. Leave that bar there and just use my throttle now to control my speed. Sometimes you leave the throttle and control your speed with the bar, and this is not one of those times. All right, so we're at 540 tons plus engine tender and caboose. So probably a little over 800, probably close to 850 actually. And we're good for probably 800 getting out the food factory. 1,000 in dry. I'm gonna bet you there's nothing here and that's 200 tons or less. And I just threw it into emergency because I'm smart. It's okay. Of course, my favorite song is called The Struggle. Actually, The Longing. The Struggle was sung before. All right. Goods factory, 400. So another 400 tons. Food factory. That's really close. So we just get that downhill in 23 grand. That's crazy. That's the way we're going. That's also the way we're going. It's cheap though. That's good money. That one's good money. Ooh. Oil well central. Oof. Break. Wonder what's here for power, if there is any. Huh. So that's worth like 500 tons. Oops. That puts us at 13. 16 on the dry, but you don't plan for the dry, you plan for the worst possible. Also, we could make that happen. Make sure this thing's not gonna blow itself to bits while I'm walked away, which it was trying to, but we're good. The fire's almost out. How much time do we have for these? 115, 92. There's a lot of time, frankly. That one we could probably get away with. And that is just going down the hill. It is uphill between here and there, but it's not no 2% up the hill. We could probably do both of these. So B5 onto B3. Oh my god, I'm gonna invite our fireman back again. We're just gonna set that on a minimum fire. We're gonna leave it right there. And we're gonna come put B5 onto B3, which is what I just said, right? And we're gonna take all that shit. Because it's funny and because we can. All right. Yeah, and then we're going to use just the remote to control the H4 in our train. We're going to be really, really close to tonnage, if not over tonnage, but we'll be fine. Up here to the junction, going down to food factory, we'll be fine. Okay, B5 onto B3. So we're gonna come over this way. This is the track we want to be on here. This is the one that's heading for the food factory. Oh, look, a horn that doesn't suck. It kind of does. Sorry, Europe, but it kind of does. Any train or Europe train nerd knows they're not bad. They're just something about our stupid American big loud proud horns and whistles that are pretty magical. Any real one is better than an electronic one, though, I'll tell you that much. Anything that works on Steam is just, again, it's like a magical thing. All right, we're gonna let this air up because we're gonna end up keeping it on the train. This is a big cut. 68 and 84. Pretty sure that was the right ones. I'm gonna go double check that right now because it's gonna be convenient. Make sure. And I gotta pull that out of the truck anyway. Of course, assuming it's the correct one. B5 on the B3. 68 on to 84. Yes. We got the right ones. That's great news. Such a fun, like, I listen to enough Finnish metal. This is kind of reminiscent, but very clearly not, because Norway is so different. Except for the Sápmi. The Sámi people are ethnically pretty close together. If you're interested in reading up on indigenous peoples, which I encourage all of you to do, because it's awesome. The Sámi are the reindeer people, if you wanna devolve it to that, but they're the people that live in northern Sweden, Norway, and Finland. Sápmi is the name of their ancestral, I think that's what they call their ancestral homelands. They're the only, as far as I know, they're the only indigenous people in Europe that still live on their ancestral home turf, which is kind of awesome, but also it's terrifying and terrible. Like, what have we done? But you know, we know by now what Europe has done to its indigenous folks. Now, a lot of those indigenous folk turned into, you know, what we call white Europeans now, but many centuries and millennia of kind of messing with their own culture. Really, a lot of cool culture that's not, oh, don't hit that. Oh, that's rough. Hit that too hard. It didn't explode, so there's that. Did we do any damage to it? No. And no. Okay. Everything's fine. Nobody got hurt. No damage was caused. Everything's fine. That's how we like to do our damage here. That was a big bang, but you know what? In the long history of big bangs, we'll take that one. That one's not too bad. Okay, so now to get this all together in a way that we want with the rest of the train, we're gonna just pull this up here to the end of the tracks. It's way too heavy for just the DH4 now. So we're gonna leave this set here. Some independent on it. Maybe all of the independent. Maybe all of the train too. We'll just let the... Oh, that's gonna be close. Let that sit there, and we'll go get our train. I'm gonna start these jobs. So I'm gonna grab them and start them. And yeah, we'll grab a new tape. That was 7. I know 6 is actually... This is the next album off of that group. Can't just miss the first song. Oh, somehow the first song gets missed on this, and I don't know why, because it's honestly one of the better ones. Okay, so we're gonna put the lighter away, and we're gonna put the boo box in our... Both of these are gonna end up behind those. All right, now we gotta move. So, because I have so much work to do now on a just a operational level, I am gonna let the AI engineer or fireman do the fireman duties. Once we get rolling, maybe I'll take it over. That's way too much throttle. Wow. How did we use so much water? I guess we can get some at Food Factory. The water plug's not very convenient here. You know what? Screw it. Grab water. Do it while you can. I'm gonna leave this in a shunting fire so it's not sitting here like stoking the fire pole while I'm trying to pull the train up and grab water. Yeah, I am still pulling the whole train, which I don't need to, but whatever. The cars aren't that heavy. What was it, 500 and something tons? 540? Might have been 440. Plus the extra of the locomotive tender and stuff. We're grabbing an extra 900 and change, which is kind of awesome. All the way on the independent. Let's go. Burn those driver brakes. We all right. Mechanic will be mad, but the rest of us will be fine. Mechanical's always mad. If they're not mad about something, you didn't do it right. That looks pretty good. How about perfect? Nailed it. I can't believe we used that much water already. All right, come on, go. If you do everything quick enough, you'll never need the cylinder cocks. You will, but you won't need them as much as often. So we'll pull all the way up over there, and we'll drop the train off the back of the demonstrator bullshit. We'll back the demonstrator bullshit into the back of the DH4, pull up, clear the switch, then back into the rest of the train. Got it? Good. Ready? Let's go. I'm not messing with no independent this time. I actually want to stop. If you're having trouble slipping, even without the the anti-slip computer. Just use your throttle until you got 3, 6 bar, whatever, and then shut it off. That's a normal, totally normal thing to do in a steam locomotive. Did I? Okay, I did actually set the switch. Yeah, you charge your chest and shut off. A lot of locomotives don't have any gauges either to tell you. You just gotta know the seat of your pants sort of operation. Hey, I've got enough. Steam locomotives are very like hands-on, visceral operationally, and they tell you exactly what they want and what they don't want. They'll let you know everything that can go wrong with them. You can see it usually, most of it. It'll just take you a month to fix it, right? The modern diesel locomotive, it may take you a month to figure out what the problem is, but then there's gonna be a replacement part that just bolts in. Unbolt one, rebolt it, bolt it back in, you're good to go. All right, so pull up to the switch here. I'm gonna leave the power on and apply brakes. Leave the power applied and start applying brakes. Now. And now I'm gonna shut power off also. Now it really starts slowing down. We'll put it back in lap. I do use the keyboard hotkeys very, very often. Sorry. I don't manually operate things all the time. It's a terrible, nasty habit, I know. Okay, so we're just gonna get ahead of this switch here. Swap it, and then back into the DH4. Alternately, I could have the DH4 muscle up into us, but we're not gonna do that because this will be easier. Switching wise, I think. I believe. I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time, as we know. Yeah, I did just leave a single handbrake on all that nonsense because I think we'll be okay. There's air bottle in it too. Cool. Okay, so we're on a hill. I'm gonna apply some independent now. We're gonna open that cylinder cock. We do not want to be charging our chest full. We're trying to guide stuff. Can't we? Yeah, I'm gonna get hit in the face by these speed signs. I don't care. Not my first time. Oh, there's a bummer that's directly in my way. Yeah, I need to make sure this is coupled or stopped. I'm gonna throw the brake handle in lap. Right? The independent's fully applied. And then I'm going to tie all of this together. And we're gonna tie out brake here and do the independent. Put it in reverse so it can help. Shut off all the lights because they don't matter anymore. Now, we have control of the train brake from the steam locomotive. Actually gonna apply some throttle here. Actually, no, we're gonna control the brakes with the DH4. I'll tell you why in just a second. We'll shut that off too. Because no. We want to be able to stop that train back there at that switch. And it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier to do with the DH4. I'm sorry you're hot. You'll be okay. Hey, maybe I'm not sorry you're hot. Wow. Anyway. That cool? No, I don't think it did. It's gonna. Yeah, now it did. Cool. So I can stop the train here by using the train brake from the DH4. Much more accurately than I could if I was trying to do it with the... Sorry, steam locomotive lovers, but diesels are easier for this kind of stuff. I love my steamers too. They're just... Diesels are easier. Now I just have to go and reverse the cutoff on the steam locomotive so it doesn't suck ash, because for some reason the DERAIL Valley devs think that steam locomotives with no throttle applied suck ash when they're in the wrong... Cutoff is in the wrong direction. It doesn't happen, by the way. That's another thing. But it didn't need to do that. It just needs to do that. All right. It doesn't have to be very far. Just any of it is fine. I am kind of curious. I don't remember what the grade is here. I'm sure it just told me. 1%. Okay, we got this. No problem. He says. Before problem. I think I will break the episode here once we got this all combined. Be like, hey, Monster Train, next episode. I know, I'm sorry for the cliffhanger, but the episode's getting a little bit long. We don't want to get too long. And bring that stuff in on the next episode. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it right here. Monster Train leaving the Oil Refinery. Words are hard. And we'll catch you on the next one. Let me get to the head end of this stupid train. It's a little funny, honestly. Wonder what it looks like from across the river there. Hopefully just as stupid as it is. Oh, we are sliding too. Let's just supply all of it. It'll be fine. All right. Let's go look. How dumb it is. I can't see much. From there. Can't use the fly camera until I'm out of the... There we go. Now the whole train's in shot. Sure, that's a great thumbnail, right? I'll take a couple just to make sure. Otherwise, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.